time for me. And I found Kimberly Bacher doing a Facebook Live. And I had been watching her in her previous company because this is her, I believe, second attempt, or I shouldn't say attempt, or second
Yeah.
experience in network marketing. She's just killing it. She's crushing
Like
it,
she's
right?
doing way more than
amazing.
attempting. She's doing way more than
Yes.
attempting.
Yes. Let me scratch that word. But so when I finally saw that she had made the switch from her prior brand over to this company, I finally just said, oh my gosh, what is she doing? And I got the courage to just send her a text. I've known her since I've been in San Diego, which is 15 years. So we had a conversation. She came over. She showed me how we build, how we earn. Right. She showed me the products, the mission statement, and it all just like, I don't even know. I thought, this is a godsend for me. It was perfect for me. I said, let me just, think about it though. I wasn't going to just make a really quick decision. I wanted to think about it, but it was really seriously a couple of hours later, I got clarity and confirmation after just praying about it and getting quiet. And I says, why not? What have I got to lose? I've been looking for something else, and I had looked at other jobs, but at that point, I'm like, here again, I'm just trading my time for dollars. This is something I can actually build a passive residual income. And so 8 ways of pay versus 1 or 2 ways can speak volumes, right? And help us. So
yes, definitely. And my story is I think we've talked about this before. It's so similar to yours. That's exactly how I found Vaseo. Is I came across Caitlin Broom's live video talking about leaving another company and coming over to Vaseo, and she happened to be in the same company I was in, and everything she was saying to me, she was speaking to me, and it was all of my reasons of where I was at with my former company that I was in. So anyway, and I was like you, it didn't take me very long to I think while I was talking to her, I had made up my mind, but I had to, hang up, think about it, and then got right back to her. And I'm like, okay, I'm in, I'm all in. And so anyway, so I just think that is very cool how a lot of our stories are the same. But
I know. I totally clicked with you. That was an awesome weekend. I had so much fun hanging out with you and just, I mean, even our stories with our family, our kids, right? It's like, oh my God.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yes. And so I know I titled this basically the age doesn't matter. And because that's the other thing, I guess, the other thing that I truly love and felt while I've felt it since I've joined, but especially in real life, is that anybody of any age can do this. And especially this company and with the products that we offer, they are for everybody. So you can help everybody product-wise, but business-wise, anybody can do it. Because I always felt like with my other company, and I know any age could do it too, but I felt like I needed to be younger to be successful. I felt like I was maybe too old to be in that coach mindset of people. But with this company, seriously, I mean, there are so many people of different professions, age groups, older than us, younger than us. I mean, that's what I love about it too, is that it's for everybody. And so I kind of wanted to talk about if you feel like you were stuck with your job, you feel stuck in a rut, and you feel like there's, maybe you hadn't even thought about looking for an out, but you feel like there's no out. I guess just a little advice on people and not settling for where they're at.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's so important. I think that too, I would just recommend, and I would seriously just advise younger people thinking about this, do it sooner than later, because, as we do age, we get more set in our ways, and it's just more of a brain thing, actually, right? I mean, we become habitual creatures. I mean, you hear it all the time, like, oh, I'm a creature of habit. I'm so set in my routine. Well, you know what? That's kind of like a scary place to be, because then as the years go by, you have limited yourself to only what is in your so-called sight. So this has helped me to open up my sight further to have vision beyond what I normally would have looked at, right?
Right.
And what was the other thing I was going to say is that, you know, I mean, for me, as I'm just made the generation baby boomer, so that really this appealed to me anyway, because health and wellness has been a lifelong passion of mine. I've always been an active, you know, I work out, I hike, I'm sports and athlete, right? I've played softball my whole life. So I've always been active, and that's what just fires me up. I want to get out and move. And as I've aged, you know, my body was telling me, you can't do what you used to do. It hurt.
Yeah.
It's shouting back at me, man, pain. Okay, knees, my back, my ankle.
Yeah, no
you know, I
kidding.
had shoulder surgery. So there's things as you progress, right? It's normal degeneration, right? That things are going to start yelling at you a little bit more. So
Right.
it's been important to me to find a good supplement. I've tried
Right.
numerous things over the years, and I've honestly have never had anything work like our products work. I mean,
Right.
I'm getting the results. I used to take Advil like it was candy because of my recovery. And because I didn't want to stop. Like there was one point in time where I had a really bad Achilles tendon, and I was seeing a foot ankle specialist, and his advice, man, he says, if you want that to heal, you need to slow down. You need to stop hiking
Right.
because you're just aggravating it more and more. It needs to time to heal. And so, you know, I had to slow down and stop, and that's no fun when you can't do what you like and love to do.
Right.
It depresses you, quite honestly. You know,
Right.
you're like, darn it, I can't do the things that fire me up. And so, I was taking Advil to ease the pain and get me beyond it. It's like, and that's just for a moment, that's okay. I mean, I'll take it here and there now, but not,
Right.
I mean, I can't even tell you the last time I've opened my bottle of Advil. And
Right.
so my Renew totally has saved my whole recovery system and being able to stay active and mobile.
Right.
So that alone too. I mean, because it's like how you said it's for everybody. Talk about our new product coming out, right? The CBD oil.
Right.
That is going to help so many people at all different ages. Whether you're a millennial and you suffer from anxiety or depression, or you have pain. Because I mean, pain isn't only for us older generation, right? We all suffer. It's going to be able to help so many people. And the baby boomers right now, where I think we just saw a report. I didn't read it all. I'm going to go ahead and go read the review on that. But I mean, this is going to be a $22 billion industry by the year 2022. So
Right.
not only are we able to help people like lessen their medication, because I'm going to say we're not curing anybody. Let me just,
Right.
put
Right.
that
Disclaimer.
out there. I'm not, disclaimer. I'm not saying that this is going to cure anybody, and there's no guarantees that what works for me would work for you. But this is at the same time where you can help people feel better and also help them with their financial goals.
Right. And that's
So
what I was
where
going to,
else can you do that?
one of the questions I was going to ask is, what are you most excited about in 2019? And I think for the majority of us right now, it is our boom product, our CBD product that we're all gearing up for and we can't wait for. And we're hearing little tidbits about, but they won't tell us everything. And I listened to Tracy Gibbs today again about it, and I hear scratching. Do you hear that? Is that
That
just
might have
in?
been, I heard it. I don't know what
Okay.
that was. Just
Anyway,
one little one.
um, I listened to Tracy Gibbs again today about talking about CBD and why our product, because there's so many out there. There's so many CBD products out there, but why ours is going to be different than any other product out there. And the only thing he would really share is about that we have a patent. And that's all he would share, is that it's patented. And then, of course, we know it's also going to have the liposome technology, the delivery system, which, so anyway, that's all he would share. But we have been guaranteed that it is going to be different than any other product out there. And I don't know about you, but I've never, well, you've never been in a network marketing company before, but I've never been in one that has had a boom product and
Oh my
what
gosh.
that really means. And so,
Right.
do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure.
What Rick's been telling us about boom products?
Oh my gosh. It's just, I mean, where do I begin? Because I think from a business perspective, okay, if you're thinking business owner or consumer, that's going to be a big question. Whether you want to be a
Mm-hmm.
consumer or do you want to get behind this as a business owner and have your own virtual franchise where you can be a distributor. People can order products directly from the fulfillment center. So think about it. If you see the possibilities of capturing some of this market share, and you were going to decide to open up your own, say, brick and mortar and have like a CBD oil shop, right? And open up a
Mm-hmm.
storefront. Think of the expense. I think, you're probably talking a couple $100,000 just to get it going. And
Mm-hmm.
where is going to be your return on your investment? And you've got to deal with all the headaches of a lease, of marketing, of products. Who's your source? What about your lab testing? That's going to
Mm-hmm.
be a huge thing. So because not all CBD is created equal. We're going
Right.
to need, you need to be smart about being, even if you're a consumer, but think of it if you're a business owner. um, and even some of the stuff I've been researching, Stacie, just before I forget that thought, is
Mm-hmm.
the lab testing on some of the companies that are currently selling it. They will provide the results of the potency of the CBD, and but not of the contaminants. So be
Mm-hmm.
careful of that. Okay, just a
Right.
heads up for people in your network. That's going to be very important. You don't want to be ingesting something that's going to pollute your system. But yeah, let's go back to employees, payroll. How are you going to advertise for it? Um, there's just this whole headache that comes with being a brick
Packaging.
and mortar
Yeah.
packaging, yeah, and
Yeah.
shipping
Yeah.
it and having to get
Yeah.
your traffic. Now, how are you going to get your advertising? Are you going to,
Mm-hmm.
do Facebook ads that may or may not work? Whereas if you were to have this opportunity and have Viseo as your vehicle and your fulfillment center,
Mm-hmm.
you're out the tops, you're out less than $2,000, and
Mm-hmm.
you can leverage all of those things I just mentioned and have your business in a box. We have the tools that your customers go directly to your website and they order it if they want to be discreet,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole thing too is, to me, is I kind of, I'm looking at, there's so much controversy about the product itself. And just to clarify for people, that
Mm-hmm.
our product does not have THC in it.
Right.
There's no psychoactive ingredient. So there's no buzz. There's no risk of having a failed drug test,
Right.
um, or being under the influence while you're driving. Because, let's face it. And so the opposite effects of what marijuana, this is actually what CBD is, the opposite. So people
Right.
that, if you're smoking marijuana, like, a lot of people will get paranoid, right? They're going to get anxious. This is just the opposite effect. CBD
Mm-hmm.
oil is going to calm you down. You might get a little drowsy. So there's just a lot to learn. I would suggest people, if there's skeptic about the product itself, look it up, read about
Mm-hmm.
it, and you will be pleasantly surprised because it's helping so many people, and not just people, animals. The stuff
Right.
that's out there
Right.
for helping dogs.
Right. Yeah, I wish
So
that
anyway,
I
I'm
would have.
super excited.
Yeah, I am too. And as far as the animals go, like everybody in my network knows, I have a Yorkie. He's going to be 7. Yeah, wow, 7 this month, in just a week or so. But when he was younger, he would get so anxious and just shake if there was any, like if there was thunder. Thunder would just
Mm,
scare him. He would just go hide and shake, and there was nothing. I couldn't even hold him tight enough to calm him down. And so I think about that with the anxiety, and it's just like if, and I know they make medicine out there for dogs, but I didn't want to be drugging him all the time. And so something like
right.
this that's a, a little, not the drug effect, you're not knocking him out to get through that anxiety. And so I wish I would have had something like that. He's kind of since then learned to get over it, but now as he gets
Hmm.
older, I'm sure he's also going to have aches and pains like we do. And so I'm kind of
Right.
looking forward into learning more about what this new CBD product can do for him as well as my husband and I. So yes,
Right,
that
right.
is.
And then another just thought I just wanted to throw out there and let people know in case they are unaware is that we have an endocannabinoid system in our bodies. It's in our central nervous system and in our brain. So as we age, I don't know, there's thousands of receptors, but like with anything else, as we age, they, I don't know what the right word is for it, but they decrease, right? We're not producing as much. And that helps balance our harmony in our bodies.
Right.
So and that's why it's been so effective. And I'm actually like, I'm more skeptic of the FDA or the pharmacy reports and what they're saying that, oh, be leery of it or watch out for it because it's helping so many people. And it's almost like they don't want you to know. They want to keep you on the damn drugs.
Yeah.
So this is not, we're not drugging ourselves.
Yeah.
This is something our body already naturally produces and we need it to remain in what do they call it? Homeostasis or something like that?
Yeah. You're using big words now. I don't.
I'll throw that. I thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah, and we obviously are not the doctors or the scientists, but we hear directly from our scientist who's creating all of our products. We know that it is his goal to make the best product in each category using the best plant-based material. And he doesn't want us putting any crap in our system. So he's going to make sure that doesn't happen. He's going to do the research. Our company does not spare any cost when it comes to making sure we are getting the best product. So I feel completely safe with anything they have researched and they bring to market. I know it is safe, and they will answer any questions anybody has to back it up. So
yes,
that's
good point.
What I love about it also. And the fact that, Tracie, if you're watching this, I love the fact that you are so personable. I mean, our scientist is so personable, and even little old me, if I send him a message and ask him a question, he always gets back to me, which blows my mind because there's thousands of people I'm sure he's having to get back to, but he always answers the questions. So
yes, thank you, Tracie. We appreciate you.
Yes, we do very much. But anyway, rather than drag this on forever, I love that we covered the CBD because that is the hot topic right now, and we're going to find out more about it in just a few weeks, and then we'll have it in our hot little hands to share with everybody, and we'll have all of the facts also to share with everybody.
Yes. Hey, are you going to Vegas?
I don't have my ticket booked yet. I'm still working on it.
Girl.
I'm more going than not, but
okay.
I'm a government employee that's in the middle of this shutdown, so kind of waiting to find out what's going to happen there and if I can be gone and if we get called back to work. I'm kind of in limbo. So, but
there
yes,
you go. Well, I hope to see you.
I'm working as hard as I can on going, and so yes, I hope to have that all lined out here within a week or so. There's supposed to be President Trump's supposed to be on the news tonight. I don't know. My dad told me to watch it, but I'm sure it's not solving anything.
You're going to hear about it. You don't need to watch it.
Right. That's just it. I said, I haven't even been watching the news. I'm just waiting until they call me back to work. But in the meantime, I love that I have this business to work on and I have more time to work on it, actually. So,
yes.
So mainly, I mean, I love that we covered, and we really stress CBD because that's our newest product coming out, but we have 8 other amazing products already on the market. If anybody wants to learn more about any of them, reach out to myself or Diane. We would love to answer any of your questions. And then, and there's going to be more than that coming down the line too. There's a couple more that are supposed to come out in 2019 that they haven't shared with us. But that being said, back to the business side, because I think that's what drew both of us in about the fact that we don't have to be stuck in that rut, even though we're both in our 50s and you get to that point in your career and you think, okay, now what do I do? I don't want to do this for the next 30 years or 20 years or however long you have till retirement, 20, I guess, maybe 15. But you feel like you're too old to do anything else or start anything else. And that is why network marketing to me is a godsend, because you're not too old. Anybody can do it, and you just have to put in, and it's not, I don't want to say that as in it's easy, because you have to put in the time and the effort and learn about it. But we have an amazing team with an amazing, more than one amazing leader, several amazing leaders who have created systems for us so we're not doing it ourselves. You want to just briefly kind of share why, besides our company, our team is the best and how we have systems to help everybody be as successful as they can be. I'm talking with my hands, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no worry. I do the same thing. It's like you think it would be Italian.
Yeah.
But I would just say that, you know what, for me too, like I think I mentioned in the beginning, is that this really gave me the permission to dream again, because
Right.
somewhere along the line, I just got comfortable and complacent, and I was content. I had a good life. I mean, I'm happy and
Mm-hmm.
I'm comfortable. I'm not really lacking anything, right? But
Right.
I was like not dreaming beyond anything that maybe I would have thought about in my youth, because I had gone through raising my children. You know, now I've got grandchildren and I'm an empty nester, and you know, we can kind of do some of the things, but things that I would have dreamt of, like I would say like this: if I could win the lottery, when you used to think, oh my gosh, if I won the lottery, what would I do?
Right.
This business has given me permission to dream like that for
Right.
real, and
Right.
know that this can come to fruition because we have the system in place. And if you're not leveraging a system, you either are the system or you are, well, how does that go? You're either part of the system, you are the system, and you're not leveraging one. So network marketing is a vehicle that is even level game for everybody, because like you said, no matter what profession you are, what demographic, your experience or not, they teach you. And it's a power of duplication. So you are able to exponentially grow your business.
Right.
In a 3 to 5 year plan, like you said, it's not easy. That takes hard work. We're not saying come in and you're going to instantly, become a millionaire. It
Right.
takes work and effort. And this gave me also the power to believe in the impossible. Okay, I would just say that, I've always believed, as being a strong Christian woman, that, all things are possible for those who believe, right? But I think a way for me that I reconciled that in my brain is like, well, you know what? I've got this good life here on earth, and I'll have all of those other big wants and hopes and desires and dreams when I'm in heaven. It's like, no,
Right.
he says, bring heaven down, right? Our God is an abundant God. So when you look at this versus traditional business, you aren't allowed to dream in that traditional space, because let's face it, you are capped at your salary, whether
Right.
you're making $400,000 a year, $200,000 a year, and then you're taxed in a higher bracket. So you're really not